Hello everyone and welcome to my channel MiTutorials. So Power BI in its latest release, which is March 2023, released a whole bunch of new exciting features. One of the features I spoke about in my last tutorial, which was on object interaction. And in this week's tutorial, I'm going to talk about a feature which not many people have spoken about. This is about the way you apply slicers in your report. So Power BI has added two new buttons, one to apply slicers and one to clear slicers. So let me give you a quick demo of how this particular feature works, and then I will show you how you can create the button wherein you can apply all slicers at once. So I have three slicers over here. Let's say if I want to select a country from my country slicer, let's say for example Australia, and then I want to make a selection in my item type. I want to select fruits, for example. Now you can see that I have made the selection in these two slicers and the data in the report has not been filtered, and you can also see that there is a little stopwatch icon over here which says that this is pending to be applied. So now I can simply click on apply all slicers and the filter for country and item type will get applied to my report. So this will basically wait until you finish all the selections that you can make in your slicers and then apply all of those slicers at once using the apply all slicer button. Now this becomes handy especially when you're working with a huge data set. You have a lot of calculations going on. When you make a selection in one of the slicer, you will have to wait for a few seconds because Power BI is still calculating all of the DAX. But with this option, you can sort of avoid waiting for all of these slices to filter and then get to your final filter. And then there's also a button wherein you can simply click on this and clear all filters. So earlier we had to sort of create a bookmark to do this, and now this can be done with just a click of a button. So how do you add this particular button? So let's create a new page over here. So you can go to the optimize tab and there is a button over here which says apply all slicers. I'm going to click on this. A new button gets added to your page and you can then format this in the way that you want. And then you can go to the view tab and select the format pane over here so that the format pane appears, and then you can make changes to the button over here. So I can go to fill and change the color of this particular icon over here. Let's say I want this particular color. I'm going to drop the transparency to 0%, and you will see that the fill option has not changed. The reason why this has not changed is because it was in the default state that we made the change to, and now when I make a selection in the slicer over here, now it tells me that I can apply the slicer. The color is now changed to the color that I selected, and then you will also see a stopwatch button over here which says that this is pending change, and then I can click on control over here. The particular filter gets applied to my report. There's another way that you can add this particular button over here. You can go to the insert tab and under buttons you can see apply all and clear all slicers as well. So I will add clear all slicer button now. So when I add the clear all slicer button, you can obviously go ahead and make changes to the button style over here. I'm going to add a fill to this and change the color to, let's say, light blue over here, and drop the transparency to 0%. And now when I click on clear all slicers, the slicers will get cleared automatically. Please remember one thing: when you add this particular button which is apply all slicer over here, this has to be visible. For example, I can go to my view and selection tab, and if I hide this particular button, Power BI will throw me an error saying that slicer selections on this page will be instantly applied from now on if you hide or delete the last apply all slicer button or change its action. I'm going to click on OK. Now when you make a selection over here, it will be instantly applied. The filters will get instantly applied to the data over here. So this was the demo of the apply all slicer and clear all slicer buttons which have been added to Power BI. So that's it guys in this particular tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. You learned something new today. Please consider subscribing to my channel for more such tutorials.